Welcome back to Prone TV, everyone. It's your host, Mr. Overgriff, and I'm playing some Warwick support in Summoner's Rift, League of Legends. So, we're here on the Rift, and a lot of the players in the game are kind of, metagame picks. Like, you have a Garen top lane, you have a Riven jungle, which is kind of weird, but whatever, you have a Riven. You've got yourself a mid lane Kassadin on the enemy team, Malphite, support, quite tanky, and you have the carry, which is Tristana, the one and only Tristana. But she has a lot of trouble this match, mostly because of our kit. We have a Warwick, and we have a Kale, we have a Vi. I mean, there's just a lot of damage to that Tristana that she just can't handle, right? Yasuo's actually going to be going mid, I believe, this game. He might actually be... No, he is top. Yeah, he took teleport, so he is top. The Kale is actually not here. So we spend the first few minutes of the game with no Kale. They opt to remake, but I actually say no to the remake. And as I'm saying no, we're like engaging bot lane. You'll see that right around 3 minutes. We're engaging bot lane, and it's just a really good fight. So they got the leash for the Vi. The Vi jungle's on its way. And it looks like Vi is already going faster than Riven, so that's good. And so this bot lane is going to be quite interesting, honestly. Because they're probably thinking, oh, it's just a Warwick, we can just poke him down. Well, I was debating going Doran's Shield this game, but I didn't. I went Relic Shield instead, just to kind of feed my carry a bit more. And I figured with Warwick's kit, I could actually outplay them. And if I have to go back, I can teleport back to lane. Because at the last second, I switched my flash out for teleport, thinking that since I'm support, I don't need a flash. And that was true this game. I didn't need a flash. All I'm trying to do is eat the damage that they have for the MF. So he's got some burst damage, but he's almost out of mana already, and he's already, like, he just turned level 2, but no mana, so he can't really bully us out of lane. I could just get my life back with my abilities. And with Relic Shield. So, like, it doesn't even matter that Tristana uses the bomb on the MF, because she can't actually poke the MF while the bomb's on her head, which would affect the bomb's damage. She can't actually boost the damage of the bomb simply because my peel's too strong. So I should be the target for the bomb, not the MF. See, she keeps hitting the MF with the bomb, and that's a mistake. See, like right here was where we opted to not remake, and you could see we were really pressuring them. Almost killed the Tristana, but I'm not going all in, not even here. Not even me using the exhaust. I'm trying to get summoners right now. There's one. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was to get the flash. I did not want to kill them. That's what I'll do typically in this game. I'll spend a lot of the time looking like I'm going all in, knowing that they have the flash escape, but then right around the time I suspect that a good player would flash away, I just back off. And I see if they flash. Dude, this fear is too strong. My E as Warwick is just an AoE fear, and it makes everybody run in terror, and they can't control their champion while they do that. So they're coming around corners like that, yippity-doo-dah, and you're trying to, like, fucking snipe my jungler. I'm just like, nope. Like, right here, this guy's definitely gonna get caught. Because we basically have 2 junglers on our team, 2 ganks, not just 1. And Kale was level 1 for the longest time because she was late to lean. So I'm trying to make sure she doesn't feed. The last thing I need is a fed Kassadin this game. So I'll fast forward a little bit. You can already kind of see that I'm ahead at the start with a 1-0 score. And I believe I go 2-0 quite soon because I TP in on mid lane here. Yeah, I TP in on mid lane here. I think the bot lane gets screwed, but we get a kill out of it. Yeah, I'm TPing in on mid lane. Not going to play that game. And the fear again is just too strong. So Riven can do whatever she wants here. I have a level advantage. Like, she can't do anything. She cannot do anything. If she thinks she can bully me out of this mid lane, this free mid lane right now, she can't. Like, most players will do this. When the mid laners die, they'll go to the mid lane and just try to take the farm. Just babysit the lane for a little while. And that kind of weakens the bot or top lane when you do that. But it is free farm, and free farm's important. And we could always do things like this, where the Riven just overstays and has to use everything to get away. So she used everything, including her ghost, to escape that. And if I had taken a flash, I probably could have killed her. But I had already used the TP, so it would have been a different game, obviously, if I had taken the flash over the TP. But that would have been lethal if I had to flash in that situation. But it's not worth. I think the TP was the good play. And of course, this is more important. Me just scaring them away from my MF is good enough. I don't need to kill them. I just need to clear the wards, and I need to push them off my MF however possible. And if that means actually killing their ward and making them second guess whether or not they want to all in the MF with me right around the corner, then that's perfect. That's what I would like to do. You don't have the opportunity to clear the wards after the vision expires on that. See, this was a really dumb hop. Why would you hop in past a creep wave? A whole entire creep wave there, you just basically got everybody killed. You don't have it right here. Like, what do you think you're doing? I can turn on you whenever I want. You have creeps attacking you. Alright, alright. Okay, so MF didn't want to actually turn on them, so that's fine. If MF's not going to turn, I'm not going to 2v2, obviously, because it wouldn't be a 2v2 unless she turned. So let's fast forward and see what else we got. Looks like we're just going to keep going back to bot lane. Warwick speed OP. Alright, so here we go. I'm just controlling the wave. Malphite, if he really wants to burst damage me, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. Tristana can't really do much. MF complaining about I take her farm, but I left her the big cannon, so I just would like to note that I did leave the big cannon for her just now. But she was being a super big crybaby all game. She was just like, why are you taking my farm all the time? I'm like, dude, do you see my farm? Most of this was from mid lane. Like, I'm almost caught up with her in farm, but like, it's not completely my fault that she's behind Tristana on farm. There's plenty of opportunities where she's just walking past the enemy creeps instead of hitting the creeps. Well, this is fine. Like, if the MF doesn't get all the farm in the world, that doesn't mean the game is going to be a loss. Because if you have a fed support as well as a fed everyone else on your team, then it doesn't matter if the MF has no farm. The MF can always split push later and get farm that way. And even set up ganks if she's acting as bait, she could bait the enemy team. If she's behind and they want to keep her behind, they'll chase her, and we could use her as bait. So there's a lot of good reasons to like basically starve your own ADC. And in a match like this, I want to stay ahead of them so I can do stuff like this. Look at that, it's just done. Donezo. We're just too strong. Warwick MF in a single lane is really strong. There's not much they can do. Plus, I already have I'm basically full build if you think about it. Like, all Warwick really needs in any game of League is some sort of lifesteal and some sort of tankiness, and you could just basically just keep attacking them and win over time, like due to attrition, because you have the lifesteal and the sustain. I could do stuff like this, for example. Like, boom, done. I turned gold, you guys, because I happen to have that rune on my rune page where I had a free kind of like, what are they called, the hourglasses or whatever, stopwatch, a free stopwatch. So I used the stopwatch there. It was an easy kill. They're basically coming down the lane one at a time now, so it's always 2v1 in our favor, so we could just keep doing this. Like, Malphite shouldn't even be getting these pokes here. The MF leaving is a mistake. She doesn't really know a whole lot about how to play League, at least this particular match. If you just killed someone in the bot lane, you just keep going and letting them come at you one at a time, and you can keep winning. So she did turn here when Vi actually all-in, and that's good. So I was able to bait Malphite really deep, and they were able to come around and clean him up. So that was actually a pretty decent play. And basically right here, it's the same situation where Tristana can't really control her own lane. There's just too much pressure in it. We can leave whenever we want, but just remember, if you leave here, the Tristana is going to come back. The Tristana has a chance of coming back and actually resetting the game and taking the lead for her team if you let her farm here for free. So the Vi actually does go in and stop her, which is important. Very important that she dies here. Even though Vi died, that's fine. That's quite important. You want to keep it like that. If you're winning a lane like that where they're just running at you one at a time, just keep them separated. Make sure that they're always on staggered respawns and they cannot come back. They just cannot come back. If they cannot group because they're on staggered respawns, then they're just losing. They're straight up losing every time in the bot lane. Every time. And you could see the last 5 or 6 kills that we got for our team was basically 2-on-1 in the bot lane because they kept going one at a time at us. They lost the turret, they almost lost the second turret. They're trying to group mid, which is forcing Tristana to like have to farm the side lane. You can see her over here. She's still farming the side lane. Like, she doesn't have much else to do. And I'll pause really quick so I can double check the recording. Make sure everything looks... Yeah, everything looks good. Okay. Alright, so we'll continue. I was afraid that the last time I recorded a video, it wasn't exactly in the center of the screen, so the recording looked a little weird. Let's talk about this play really quick. I'll rewind it. Now, this is a play that you always have as a Warwick. You always have this available as a Warwick, and a lot of people don't understand that they can do this, so they'll leave the Warwick. They won't actually get in position. Like, I'll tell you a good position. When I'm recalling here, I'm basically baiting. I know there's a lot of champions here. If they were smart, they would hide while I'm recalling, so I could bait because I'm low life, and I have a lifesteal champion, so me being low life will actually bait them. Everybody knows that Warwick is the most easily kited champion, including me as a player. So I will not get kited. I will bait them to where I don't have to chase them, they come to me. That's the idea. Alright, so right here, I know a few things. I'm pretty confident that there's no vision in this bush because they're not setting up fast enough while I'm over here not doing anything. So I'm pretty confident that they're unresponsive to my recall here, so that means that they can't see me. They're just not rushing me at the moment. Now, when they separate like this, I'm thinking that they're trying to ward. They're trying to ward the sides. So I need to make sure that I'm in position to gank them while they're trying to make those ward plays. Alright, because that's when they're the most vulnerable. Their fingers are not even on the right keys while they're trying to lay wards. Okay? So I know that they see me here. Right here is when I think they see me, because if we turn on the fog of war for their team, you can tell that I'm not visible until she comes a little bit farther here. So right here she sees me recalling, and if you're paying attention, this Kassadin hesitates right here. Right here, he wards and he's walking in a straight line, so he's clearly not paying attention. He walked in that straight line while he was warding, which means he's not actually pressing his mouse at all, so he's basically free. So I hopped on him as soon as I saw that hesitation. I stopped the recall and hopped on him, and now I screw up this entire mid lane right here because they have to deal with this on the side. And I'm fed. Look at my score right now. I'm 2-0. Like, they definitely want to kill me right here. And I'm giving them the opportunity to kill me, but I'm also giving my team the ability to set up right here. So let me turn all the vision back on so you can kind of see where everyone's going. And I'll make sure that it stays on my camera, because I'm pretty much the all-star of this game, me and Vi. So they try to get in position here, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to hit them with my fear, but they had too many knockups, you guys, and I was just killed. And that's fine, that's okay, because look at what our team gets out of that. Look, they used everything on me to stop me from killing Kassadin. Kassadin died anyway, and we got everyone to leave the mid lane and or die in the mid lane, just because they used everything on me when I engaged first. I engaged first, they panicked, they used way too many resources to kill me, they successfully did manage to kill me, but in so doing, they had nothing to stop my teammates from killing them. Alright, so right here I'm basically saying they need to kill Dragon. I can solo Dragon, but I'm on the wrong side of the map. I'm basically trying to keep them top. I'm going to force a Garen teleport here. That's just going to happen. And I'm leaving because I don't want to fight Garen. There's no reason to fight Garen under his turret. I know where a lot of the enemy champions are, and I want to go to that action that they have in the middle of the map. I'm down. I'm totally down for this action right here. So I'm going to get them to run away. All of them. They just simply run. I use everything just to scare them. Just to give them enough time to allow my teammates to get in position. And then we have the lane again. Yeah, I used my exhaust and I didn't get a kill, but we have the entire lane again. All over again. And right here, they see me actually stop the recall and walk towards Dragon. So they set up, right? Alright, well I know that they're coming that way, so I'm not going to have it. My jungle. Definitely my jungle. They can use everything on me. They don't have enough champions now. There's not enough champions here to stop me this time. So I'm going to do what I want, and they're all going to die. Because they didn't want to give up that dragon, but they totally disrespected my kit. I knew they were coming that way. If we want to, let's just rewind really quick so we can actually see kind of how lucky I was. Because I'll put on my vision. Let me go ahead and rewind here. Right here. Okay, so I'll put on just my vision, and we'll see kind of how lucky I was, but just note that this is kind of skill after playing so many games. I kind of know how the enemy champions are moving on the map. So right here, you can see that on the mini-map, the Kassadin and the Riven are both going out of the lane at this moment. They're leaving the lane, and without even looking at the actual map, looking at the actual lane, seeing the mini map, seeing the Kassadin turn that corner is enough for me to know that this bush was warded and that they're trying to follow me, because remember, they didn't see me here. Let's go back to the actual fake recall. This is a really good trick that you have in the game, and I'll put on their vision so you can be sure that they don't see me. They can see me recalling here. Okay, but when this guy leaves, when this creep dies, they lose vision of me for a moment, and then I'm still recalling. He backs off and turns again, and then I'm suddenly gone. Okay, but now they have the vision here. But I know that they have the vision here because I also know that I was gone here. I blinked out. As we saw, I was in Fog of War for a moment. So the only reason they would have known that I stopped my recall and went towards Dragon is if they had the river warded. And when I had that information was when the Kassadin turned and went to the jungle. That was when I knew that they saw that I canceled my recall and went towards the river. So I set it up properly, and I was paying enough attention to know that they had the river warded so they could kind of counter my plan. But I have the counter to their counter, you guys, because now that I know for sure they're going to come bot, I can just set up here, and let me put on my vision so you can kind of see that this was kind of skill, not just luck. This is all I see, and I'm like, okay, Kassadin's coming. My creeps are giving me a little bit more vision than they should because they're chasing him, so I know he's going towards that bush. That is the choke point. That is where he's going to die, so he walks in a straight line here, which means that this bush isn't necessarily warded because he's not really being as cautious as he should be if he could actually see me at the moment. So you know he doesn't see me right now. He doesn't. He's walking in a straight line, so is this guy. They don't see me. And then they place this ward, and now they see me. You can definitely see that they changed directions, but at this point it's too late. This Kassadin's caught. This guy starts changing directions and engaging me, but the Kassadin was just too slow. Absolutely too slow. We'll rewind one more time so you can see just how quick Kassadin got ganked. He didn't even see it coming. It's right here. He's just done before he even could go around the corner. He had the ward, but it wasn't enough, you guys. The ward wasn't enough. The Warwick ultimate is just too strong. And he just got caught. And he couldn't play his champion. And he just got melted. And now they're all dead. And it's 17-12 with the dragon up. Like, that's GG, guys. Like, you know it's GG. Like, the dragon is free at this point. And I don't even need to fight it. A lot of people are like, oh, well, why are you not fighting the dragon at this point in the game? You should be helping us kill the... Why? Why would I help you kill the dragon knowing damn well that we just killed 3 of their champions? Why would you need any help killing the dragon? All you need is more vision on the map so you can solo the dragon better. That's all you really need. Alright, so that's what I'm going to give you as the support. And that's what I did. So what if I'm a Warwick? So what if I can solo the dragon? Or if I can easily kill the dragon with you? Me giving the vision on the map I think is more important in most games. It's going to make more of a difference than me helping you duo the dragon. So that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to play. And this is free farm for the support. Being able to clear the enemy jungle out of their farm is really good. Being able to split push like this as the support is really, really good. Alright, normally you have like a Janna on your team or a Soraka or something, maybe even a Lux. And what they're really doing at this stage in the game is they're just farming with their carry, or they're warding along like by themselves. They can't run into the enemy jungle like this by themselves as a Lux or Soraka and like actually take the enemy jungle camps. But the Warwick can, and that's why I think it's a really clutch pick in this match. It was not a last pick by any means. The jungler was last picking Vi, so they actually assumed the Warwick was jungling, but they had no idea that the Warwick was actually going to go support. And right here, I'm basically trying to set up for a Kassadin gank again. I know he's coming. He's going to take his sweet time, and that's fine. I'll eventually get him. I miss here somehow. I somehow miss, but that's fine. I get him to just face check Fog of War and walk right into MF. Now he has nothing to get away because he used his kit to actually leave me the first time. Got caught by MF and just got melted by the 2 of us. And it's over again. So here's the Riven Ghost. She thinks she's going to get a really good play here, but she's just not. I think a flash here to get in position. Good, good. Ultimate kills her. That's too bad. But now they're going to hop in because I'm alone. That's a mistake because I can just melt you and walk away. Okay, you can take the Yasuo. That's fine. You're not going to take me. I'm still, what, 5-1? 5-1 right now? Like, yeah. I'm going to just get away and do my thing, and that's just going to be how this game is played. And that's just too bad. Our team comp's just too strong. I TP in on the bot lane and force the Malphite to back. I get all the farm in the world as a result. The support has more farm than the carry, you guys. I have more farm than their carry and my carry. For the rest of the game from this point forward, I'm ahead on farm. Like, okay, MF beat me by 1 there, but I'm about to get this whole wave. And so I'm going to be ahead on farm the rest of the game, basically, as the support. It's great if your support has the most farm. Like, if your support has the most farm, then you're probably doing okay, alright? Because that's the case in this game. I'm the Warwick support and I have the most farm. They cannot jungle because I am stealing all of their camps. As the support, I'm offering vision, experience control for the enemy team. Like, against the enemy team, I'm controlling their XP. I'm controlling where they can go on the map. They have to defend against this or they're losing the turret. Alright? So I'll take some turret shots to try to get my creeps in position and force them into kind of getting baited. But once I see them, I'm gone. You're going to hop in, that's your one escape. I'm leaving. I don't need to fight you under turret. I don't. I could have. I have 2 level advantage on her and blue buff, and I had ultimate. I could have fought her, and she didn't have the bomb on cooldown, but that's just, you know, that's not how I wanted to play it. Alright, so Kassadin's caught again. Watch this play, you guys. This is very important. Look, I use the exhaust to stop him from bursting me down. Tristana uses her hop to come in. Here I go. Just walk into a bush, walk out. They face check me. I fear them, and this happens over and over again. Look how long they're getting chased. You're going to get feared again. Alright. Okay. Now you're definitely caught. And we're going to do this again. He's going to hop right into my fear. Okay, I'm going to walk away now and start farming my jungle because it's more important than helping Kale right now. And they're going to come back and try to do this again. We'll play this game again. Here we go. You're going to flash away because you're a scaredy little bitch and you're not going to be able to get anything done. You had so much of your time wasted in my jungle just now because all I have to do is know for a fact that you have no wards that you can place and then just walk into Fargor for as long as it takes and you'll eventually leave me alone every single time because I walk into the bush, I press my E, it's my AoE terror, area of effect terror effect, and I hop out of the bush and terrorize both of you, and then I go back into the bush and walk away. And this happens around every corner as needed for the rest of the time that you're chasing me until you give up. And you lost your blue buff, you lost a lot of your abilities on the map, you almost died, and you accomplished nothing, wasting your time. So I'm still ahead on farm. 100 plus farm. The only person in the game with 100 plus farm, and that's going to be the rest of this game. Like, we'll chase Kassadin now. I know this place is not warded up as much as it should be because they're so separated. Kassadin's going to try to outplay us, but in so doing, he's going to run into somebody eventually. So he just does this again, go over the wall, gets caught, gets funneled into our jungle, and guess what? He's walking into a Warwick right now with no HP. I have movement speed boost. You're not going to get away. You flashed. I could let you escape if I wanted to, but you need to learn, so I'm going to kill you. I debated whether or not I wanted to let him get away since he flashed. I was like, yeah, I could maybe let him get away. Nah, I'll kill him. I'll kill him. He needs to learn. He needs to learn that he can't do that. So right here, I'm basically just going to take all the rest of the farm in the world that I want. Because the support is babysitting mid instead of actually warding, simply because Kassadin threw the game already. So that means that the support's not warding, that means I can farm the jungle. I see this ward placed over here, I saw it placed, so I know Riven's over there. I can see the animations as well with just my Fog of War on, so I know she's there. So I'm trying not to face check that ward, but I also know she sees this red buff, so I figure, you know, if anything, she's gonna hop in, I'm gonna hop in too at the same time. So we did that here. She thought she could try to steal red off of me, and it did not work. Alright. So those Krugs despawned, unfortunately. Look at this, dude. Garen thinks he could just, whenever he wants, he could just walk in and do stuff, and he can't. He's throwing the game. Like, there's the flash. Alright. Yasuo cannot get that kill. Don't do it, Yasuo. Okay, Vi can help you get it. Now you can get it. Now it's definitely lethal. Alright, Yasuo needs to leave or he's gonna die. Oh, Vi got the clean up. That's fine. Meanwhile, I'm pushing the wave. That's what I need to do as the support. I'm just kind of gonna ignore the Malphite, basically for the rest of the game. That's all I do. And you can see how easy it is to ignore Malphite with my build, because I'm going Spirit Visage, which is almost completed, and I already have my lifesteal item that I need as Warwick, which is my Ravenous Hydra. See, Ravenous Hydra. And then this is half of the Spirit Visage complete, Spectre's Cowl, and for the rest of the game, that's basically all you need. You know what? I think we need to fix the playlist really quick, guys, because my playlist is going awry for some reason. So let's go ahead and put on this one, I suppose. Yes, this one. This one will work just fine. And here we go. And we are back. So let's just watch the end of this game. There's only a few minutes left in it. I'll fast forward to the action. TP in. They don't know it. They don't know that I used the TP. The dragon here is kind of important, so I'm going to try to solo it. I know that they're fighting over there, you guys, but I also know that our team is okay. They got really lucky that nobody died, and that's even better that I made the call to not help them, because nobody died after me making the call to not help them. Because I could have definitely stopped them from dying, but nobody died in the first place. Okay, so Riven's just basically not fed for this whole game. Yasuo is just going to do his thing. Meanwhile, I'm clearing the wave, staying ahead on farm, basically carrying this game. 6-1. Vi has 17 kills. Like, it's getting pretty nuts. So I think maybe I should have gotten a Trinity Force for this match as well. That would have been really strong. But that's fine that I didn't. I don't need all the kills. Alright, so basically here I'm just trying to bait Garen again. And he's taking the bait. I'm gonna bite you, Garen. Oh, he ran away. Okay. He didn't want any of this. Alright, so right here I'm basically thinking I can totally get them. And they knew I was there. Eventually they're not going to have the vision though, and they're going to make the mistake and face check. Like, that Kassadin's already dead. He's definitely dead. Definitely got caught. And I can stand here because that vision is non-existent with my control ward there. If they place the ward, they lose the vision almost immediately, so I could walk up to it while it has the X on it and not even hit it, and they won't be able to see me there. So they can face check you that way as well. A lot of people don't do that, but sometimes you can use that as a bait. They're going to go to try to kill the control ward, not thinking you're there, and you're just right there in the fog of war. Alright, so we basically get this turret as well. Demolish is really strong. Okay, he just used his Ignite and his ultimate on me as the Malphite support. I had Guardian Angel, so nothing happened. Alright, Kassadin is no flash, and he's basically just dead. There's an ace. Now we basically just win. Like, for the rest of this game, it's just whatever we want to do. This is how you should play Warwick. I wouldn't recommend you always play Warwick as a support champion, but I feel like it's easier to learn how to play that champion as the support than it is as the jungler. Because when you're jungling as the Warwick, you really are in your own world. But if you're actually part of the team, I feel like you have better luck with your games. And you can definitely learn a lot more tricks. Like this, me turning right here is only smart because the super minion is right there. So it's like I have another player there. They don't realize it, but they're getting killed by another player right now, simply because the super minion is wrecking them. They have to leave here. My team can just get into position and turn this whole entire fight around again. Remember that they just used their ultimates last time and their flashes, so they really have no way to stop us. So we do whatever we want here, and they just have to let it happen. There's the MF ult, very clutch. Flash again to get away with the Malphite, so now he has no ult or flash. Tristana's just poking away at me, and that's fine. Still didn't accomplish getting rid of that ward, and it delayed her. She hit it twice, which is a waste of time, which is what I wanted. I can just stand here, and Malphite's ultimate is useless. I can terrorize him and make him basically get wrecked. There it is. Meanwhile, Tristana ultimates me and pushes me right next to the Nexus where I need to be. Garen's just stalling. We're just going to take the Nexus, you guys. Quite sloppy, but it was done. It was done. And it was only done because they just kept going 1v1 against us. Well, 1v5, basically. Like, they would just flash in or ultimate in and do whatever and, like, disrespect everyone else on the team. They had no team plays. That entire match was just nothing but our team wrecking them one at a time. Like a meat grinder. And that's how that game was played. I think it was a very clean win. You can definitely see that it was a snowball. And you know when it's a snowball because you'll only have one turret missing or two turrets missing. But in this case, we only had one turret missing. So that's an obvious snowball. They cannot even get the lane pressure going. So they definitely can't even win the lanes or the team fights. And they just lose the Nexus as a result. So Warwick can be a support pick, and can be a very, very deadly support pick. This is a 6-1-16 Warwick, with more farm than basically everyone on the team. So, very, very, very strong pick for this match, and I think it complemented everyone's kit quite well. I'm glad that I knew Vi was last picking, because me picking the Warwick was quite comfortable with the Vi coming in last pick. The MF was really nice. I didn't expect that much power from her ultimate, with like my synergy with my ultimate and Vi's ultimate alongside of MF's ultimate is just really strong, and I didn't expect it to be that strong, but it was quite strong, and I think it actually was key to winning this match. MF not really complaining about being behind on farm so much as actually being a team player. I think that was really helpful for the team to actually win. And that's all the video I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me some comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.